Hello Kitty merch. And behind it, fists that hit like a freight train full of bad intentions.
強かったですね。はい。
あえてまだ何も見せてないぐらいの、はい、実力の奥深さ。距離をじわじわと詰めながら今の空を切り。
She smiles like an angel, but one punch from her can turn out the lights on any hardcore guy in the gym. Get ready. You're about to meet the cutest denizen of the brutal world of combat sports. Mona Kimura was born April 12, 2001, in the land of the rising sun. At 4 years old, Mona wasn't playing with dolls. She was drilling a sidekick that would later send grown women into the realm of shadows. By 10, she traded karate for boxing gloves. By 18, she was a 3-time Japanese women's boxing champion. Her jab was so effective, it should have come with a government warning. But on September 25, 2024, Mona shocked everyone. She walked away from boxing at her peak and stepped into the ruthless world of professional kickboxing. Her debut opponent was Ai Ogivara, a veteran who figured this cute ex-boxer would be easy prey. When the bell rang, Mona took the center of the ring like she had a deed to the place. Ogivara tried to close the distance and take the fight inside. But every step forward was met with leg strikes that sounded like baseball bats on meat. Then Mona demonstrated Newton's law. What goes up must come down.
期待できる試合なのかなとは思ってますね。
そう、インローから1ラウンドであっという間でしたね。
強かったですね。
The veteran rose again, showing the heart of a samurai. But you can't protect a jaw with courage. And Mona's right hand had other plans for Ogivara's consciousness. Mona didn't drag out her opponent's suffering. She sent her straight to OnlyFans.
1ラウンド1分30秒。
The crowd erupted. They'd witnessed the birth of a real-life Chun-Li, and this one didn't need a video game to wreck you. 2 months later, Mona was thrown to the wolves, 4 days' notice, and across from her stood an undefeated kickboxer named Yuka. If her debut was a statement, this was the reality check. From the opening seconds, it was clear Mona had evolved into something terrifying. Her legs had become spears, whipping out at insane speed. Then the moment that blew up the internet, Mona's signature sidekick combination.
ための蹴りなんだという話をしていました。
でもその通りですよね。今も
前蹴り、
この前蹴り、足を面白いように前足を。
Though Yuka blocked most blows, there were more strikes than Trump's off-the-cuff tariff announcements.
木村のパンチと蹴りというのはどういうふうにご覧になってますか？
Yuka knew the trick. Get in the clinch, get dirty, turn Mona's long-range advantage into a liability.
決めていった。
足潰したんですよ。
But the judges didn't even pretend to deliberate. Unanimous decision. Mona Kimura, the new nightmare of the strawweight division.
第1試合クラッシュ女子フライ級、
戦って中に入れさせないっていう本当完璧な。
After 2 crushing wins, she earned a shot at the Crush title. Fitting, since she literally became the biggest crush in Fightland. Her opponent, Satoko Ozawa, a former atomweight champion whose fists had crushed plenty of dreams. The third fight, promised to be the true test.
ありがとうございました。続きまして
When the bell sounded, Mona again controlled distance. Ozawa, knowing Mona loved long-range strikes, rushed in to grapple. But you can't hide from Mona. She started painting her opponent's face. Strikes with hands and legs, like an artist laying on final brushstrokes. Ozawa stood. She fought. She tried to drag the fight close. But Mona wasn't just winning. She was performing cosmetic surgery with her techniques.
Finish her!
The ref couldn't take it and stopped the fight before Mona could finish the job. Millions around the world didn't just see a victory. They saw the birth of a new kickboxing princess. Only this princess wears a title stained with blood on her gloves.
今日は応援ありがとうございました。宮田さんご検討お願いします。これからもモノワールドよろしくお願いします。ありがとうございました。
木村選手ありがとうございました。選手退場。
Ladies and gentlemen, you just watched Mona Kimura go from a sweet face to a certified wrecking machine in less than a year. She doesn't just break barriers, she breaks cheekbones. She's the most beautiful destroyer in combat sports. And believe me, her story is only just beginning. Like, subscribe, and share with your friends.
I'm Hurricane Peter McNeely from Medfield, Mass. On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass.
As he said that I say he's a dirty fighter, he can't help it because he don't know how to fight.
These despicable, arrogant scoundrels made one fatal mistake. They thought they could humiliate Mike Tyson with words and walk away unpunished.
I know how good I am. You know, I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me, Ty's son.
But each of them forgot a simple truth. When you taunt a tiger, sooner or later, it leaves the cage. Prepare to see what happens when a big mouth meets even bigger fists.
I'm Hurricane Peter McNeely from Medfield, Mass. On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass.
Peter McNeely, an Irish loudmouth, famous only for his filthy tongue and for beating on punching bags.
When I wrap Mike Tyson in a cocoon of horror, he'll be singing with our friends down at the House of Blues.
But it seems this blabbermouth didn't realize that opposite him stood a hungry predator who had broken free.
When he fought Peter McNeely, dude, he was prison jacked. That was like maybe the scariest Tyson ever. Like they finally released him.
And then the hour of reckoning struck. The gong sounded, and McNeely charged at Tyson, intent on smashing his jaw. Yet in a matter of moments, Tyson sent the loudmouth to the canvas with a killer blow. By some miracle, the talker managed to get up, but that proved his fatal mistake. Tyson, sensing his prey, pounced on him and mercilessly finished the vile rat off.
Happy to be in there. I give all praise to God, and there's only one God, and Prophet Muhammad, we keep you on to him as a messenger of God, and I'm just happy he blessed me with this victory today.
This was not just a victory, it was a message. Iron Mike showed that 3 years of confinement had only sharpened his fangs. In the autumn of 1987, in a fight for the undisputed world title, Mike Tyson met a real titan with dynamite in his fists, named Tyrell Biggs.
I know how good I am. I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me. Ty's son.
Biggs was confident in his large advantages and therefore allowed himself to publicly humiliate Mike. The fight began, and in the opening rounds, Biggs used his size and reach, picking him off from the outside.
Not to let Tyson stand up.
Feeling untouchable, Biggs's confidence grew by the second, and he began to neglect his defense. But Tyson wouldn't tolerate such blatant disrespect and decided to prove him wrong. From there, Iron Mike mercilessly hammered the arrogant upstart until he was sent to meet Morpheus.
10 seconds to go in a round. There's a left hand. He's down again.
And as he said that I say he's a dirty fighter, he can't help it because he don't know how to fight.
January 1988. This was not just a fight. It was a personal vendetta. Larry Holmes was the man who had beaten the ailing Muhammad Ali for 11 rounds, Tyson's idol. Apparently for that reason, he, sitting before the cameras, openly declared that Tyson didn't know how to fight.
I'm gonna knock this guy out. One thing I've seen, Tyson makes a lot of mistakes.
Tyson, however, like a real man, didn't shout at the press conference. He simply sat and fixed Holmes with a look that said, "I remember every one of your blows to Ali, and you will pay for each of them." For the first 3 rounds, Tyson studied his victim like a killer studying his target. But the 4th round became the hour of reckoning. A straight right pierced Holmes's guard like a bullet. The arrogant man hit the canvas, a question written in his eyes. What just happened? He got up, and that was his fatal mistake. Tyson descended on him like a pack of wolves on a wounded stag. Holmes collapsed to the canvas again. After all, tonight the apostles of karma had ordered the Easton assassin for dinner.
Heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson.
Friends, in this video, you saw how crazed maniacs tried to harm Iron Mike. But for that, he decided to punish them in the most brutal way. Mike Tyson is a living legend of boxing. He sent opponents to the canvas with special ferocity. But even Iron Mike had terrible days when he himself was sent into a deep knockout.
Finish things in the uppercut. What an uppercut by Douglas. You can't take that from.
And today, dear friends, we will see all the defeats of the great Mike Tyson. The night in February 1990 went down in history as one of the biggest upsets in boxing. James "Buster" Douglas was on a long winning streak, knocking out opponents one after another.
He's got him down. A right and a...
But all boxing fans believed this fight would be an easy walk for Iron Mike. Iron Mike himself was confident of victory, saying he had not yet reached the peak of his career.
I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm not a textbook fighter, a jab, right hand. I fight to win. I do everything to win. My objective is to win. To win. Totally to win. You know, everybody else says, this is what we do. We do this, we do this. The jab, the right. I win. I fight to win.
Then the moment of truth arrived. From the very first round, it was clear this was not a typical Tyson fight. He wasn't in his best shape. Less accuracy, more wild swings.
Keep in mind that Carl Williams looked pretty loose and relaxed against Tyson.
Douglas, on the other hand, looked confident, landed precise shots, and skillfully avoided punishment.
That's what another good right hand and a good right uppercut. And take a look at that combination. Douglas firing away. That right was high, came back with a nice short left, a left jab, came up with a right and a left that missed. And there he comes back, still punching.
In the 8th round, Tyson appeared to turn the fight. A right uppercut sent Douglas to the canvas.
Bait him to come in and to relax, because that was the effect of it. Came off the ropes with that uppercut.
What a shot. Shades of Frank Bruno.
Let's see what Douglas has when he comes out for this round.
Everyone thought it was over, and that Mike Tyson had returned to his royal throne. But Buster Douglas heroically rose and began to repay the blows he'd taken.
Still wobbly. Let's see what Mike can do to finish.
Come back and win it. Look at the punches.
These right-hand leads are not diminishing in effectiveness, guys. He tries the uppercut again and misses. Douglas comes back with a left and a right. Shades of Ray Leonard against Tommy Hearns. Douglas coming back with a left and right. Tyson is wobbling. Tyson needs the ropes for support. Douglas wailing away. Without the ropes, Mike would have gone down.
In the final round, Douglas came forward with a powerful right uppercut and a series of combinations, after which Tyson hit the mat unconscious.
What an uppercut by Douglas!
It was one of the most painful defeats in the great champion's career. Victory had been so close for Iron Mike.
A little pandemonium here. In Las Vegas, they wouldn't bother. Came on very strong. He had Tyson in trouble a few times. The uppercut. That pretty much was the bread and butter for this fight here.
Before the fight with Holyfield, Tyson was in his best physical shape. After his release from prison, Iron Mike had stormed through his opponents.
Left and right. Oh, a big right hand, and down goes the former champion. He was there running the button, and in comes Mike. It was a big right hand. Now he's down again. Down he goes.
Holyfield, meanwhile, was on the decline of his modestly loud career.
See Holyfield going down in this round, and Bo stuns him with an uppercut, and just like that, the champion struggles to stay on his feet. What a hard fight, Holyfield. Gets away from a right hand, blocks another one.
But Mike Tyson was incredibly confident, insisting that a championship wouldn't be in Holyfield's future.
Got nothing coming, man. Got nothing. Nothing coming. I'ma like this. I'm gonna have a good time this fight.
When the bell rang, Tyson immediately landed a right straight like a heavy sledgehammer.
We'll see if he's overly cautious. And as expected, Mike.
The crowd thought a quick knockout was coming. But Holyfield recovered quickly and regained his composure. He methodically began to take the fight to Iron Mike.
Tyson against the ropes.
Tyson, watch the time that he hits him. That's a straight shot. That landed very well. That miss there.
In the fifth round, Tyson showed his favorite combination, shifting the momentum of the fight.
That uppercut to the body and left hook to the chin. I'll tell you what, they got Evander's attention and good.
Tyson unleashing uppercuts to the body, digging to the chin.
This is how he hurts his opponent. Look at that right hand. And then underneath. Look at the leverage.
However, Holyfield found a second wind. He attacked Tyson with renewed intensity, landing armor-piercing shots.
Holyfield's closing his round like a champion, like the overachieving warrior. Evander Holyfield is letting.
Oh, a straight right combination by Holyfield. Holyfield looking to air it out.
Holyfield's unloading. Now he's taking his shot. He's going for it.
Tyson's in trouble. Holyfield smothers Tyson. Looking to put Tyson down and end the fight.
At the end of the 11th round, Holyfield unleashed a storm of punches on the defenseless Mike Tyson, after which the referee stopped the fight, taking mercy on the world's greatest boxer.
When the referee's previous experience came in, he let the other fight go on too long, and he almost stepped in to stop it.
In the purple trunks, Evander Holyfield. Holyfield continues to dig in. A left hook to the head. He's got Tyson in front. Tyson's ready to go. A straight right hand. The top is down to the body.
Here we'll see it again. Evander's throwing a jab again. Mike can't get past the jab. Hasn't been able to get inside all night. Right hand to the temple hurt, and you'll see a good left hand and a right hand here. That started to really be the beginning of the end for Mike. The right uppercuts were landing, the same uppercuts that Tyson is famous for. He was getting hit with it.
After that humiliating loss, Tyson immediately demanded a quick rematch to settle the score. Everyone expected a brutal clash. Both were ready to show their mettle. When the moment of truth arrived, from the start, it felt less like a fight and more like a battle of nerves. Holyfield went into clinches as if getting under Tyson's skin. He'd drive his head in at close range and land uppercuts from underneath to frustrate Tyson.
The first fight, it was Tyson going backwards, and he can't fight that way. Left hooks by Evander Holyfield. Holyfield measuring Tyson out now with the left jab, looking to set up the...
Tyson tried to press and get inside for close combat, but he couldn't fully impose his rhythm.
After the end of the fourth, they go to the card.
That worked in Holyfield's favor. The tension built like the calm before a storm. In the third round, Tyson snapped, he lost control, and in a furious rage, bit Holyfield's ear, leaving a bloody mark.
What happened here?
That hurts like hell, but he certainly had a big bite. And that's a dangerous...
The referee tried to intervene, but the situation spiraled out of control.
He bit his ear. 2-point talk. 2.
Then the second bite came, the final act of madness. The referee immediately made a harsh decision: disqualification.
The real slow motion. Mike gets in a headlock. And look at this. He just reaches in and bites him.
It's over. It's over.
Holyfield was declared the winner. Tyson went down in history, not as a champion in that moment, but as a man who lost himself to his own anger.
Put your mother in a straight jacket, you punk ass white boy. Come here and tell me that if I fuck you in your ass, you punk white boy, you faggot. Come on, you bitch. You scared coward. You not man enough to fuck with me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world, bitch.
On June 8, 2002, Mike Tyson faced the reigning champion Lennox Lewis.
He wobbled all over the place. Here's the punches. The right hand, the left hooks followed.
It was the ring meeting everyone had been holding their breath for. Lennox Lewis versus Mike Tyson after their heated exchange before the fight. After the scandalous loss to Holyfield, Iron Mike had fought 4 times and finished all 4 opponents brutally. From the opening seconds, Iron Mike came forward like a tank, aggressive and powerful.
Mike Tyson for the heavyweight championship of the world.
But Lewis did not yield to pressure. He kept Tyson at range with sharp jabs.
Tyson attacking Lewis, and Lewis
With every round, Lewis's pressure only increased. He methodically broke down Tyson's defense, blow after blow, jab after jab. Iron Mike tried to break through, but his strength drained and his eyes betrayed fatigue. Lewis sensed the moment. He was already fighting like a predator toying with its prey.
And we see less bobbing and weaving.
Better do something.
Lewis, another strong overhand right.
And when the finale came, one precise punch settled it.
Oh, he's doing a good job. He's got heart. Yeah, he can't take that.
The camera caught Tyson's tired look as he tried to rise, but his body had had enough. The referee stopped the fight, and in that instant, the whole world froze. The victory belonged to Lewis. Thus ended the era in which Tyson was the symbol of fear. Friends, you've just witnessed the fall of Iron Mike Tyson. Write in the comments what else you'd like to see on our channel. Like, subscribe, and share with your friends. This was Wild Boxing Zone. See you soon. At the turn of the millennium, Eric Esch, wide-boned and built like a freight train, shattered muscular giants with a single touch. The man known as Butterbean, the the boxer without a neck, spent 2 decades crushing opposition inside the ropes. Today, you'll witness exorcistic knockouts of giants by the heaviest puncher in the sport.
Right hand puts Lindecker down.
After steamrolling 3 opponents in succession, Esch stepped into the ring with Pat Jackson in 1995.
Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Butterbean.
Jackson looked furious. His iron fists nearly cracked Butterbean's cholesterol armor.
Pat Jackson to stand in front of him, but guess what? He's support for Butterbean, as you heard.
Butterbean tried to dig the body there. Now Jackson stood up there.
Right. He also jabbed. You can't miss the Butterbean with a jab. Now he says he's working on that a little bit.
He pushed Butterbean hard, forcing him to work cardio in the ring. Yet he didn't realize he'd only stoked Esch's appetite for destruction.
He utilizes every inch of the ring, and he wishes.
Soon, Butterbean was turning Jackson into a slab of meat with monstrous blows.
In between rounds, Murray Sutherland said his jab's not much. Bean comes in with the overhand right. Survival mode. He's not punching much. I don't think he has much on the punch. He's so tired. Jackson is about ready to fall down.
He's in a place he cannot.
Not much behind that. He just reaches out to hold on. Good body work by Butterbean. That's a good idea.
He was so charged up he didn't bother picking his targets carefully. Fearing for the referee's safety, Jackson quickly surrendered. That double victory proved a point. Nobody could stand up to his power. Not even the official.
Is he okay? He's all right. You know, 15 minutes later, he was...
I mean, did you feel bad? I mean, this...
Well, I was shocked because I looked down and it was the wrong guy laying there.
2 weeks later, Butterbean faced an even more pumped-up version of himself, Paul Springer. It took Butterbean only half a minute to show the world his body was the incarnation of masculine perfection.
Здоровенный, только более мускулистый. Ну вот.
The legend of the Bean continues. The winner by knockout victory, still undefeated.
In 1999, Butterbean met Jake Bird, who turned their bout into a circus.
Here is Blackjack Beard.
From the opening bell, Bird treated Esch not as an opponent, but as a walking ball of cholesterol in gloves, taunting and humiliating him.
This is the second round of three 1-minute rounds, remember. And there's 45.
Even Butterbean's monstrous punches didn't faze the clown. He kept flouting the man in the legendary star and striped trunks.
Bean just wants to punch it out. Bean just smiling through this round. Looking to load up that time. Beard says, no, you hit me on the shoulder. These guys puts right up. Bean was doing a little hot dogging there. Yeah, they're like pillows unless you get hit.
Finally, fed up with the insults, Butterbean decided to clean the clown's face with his fists.
That's it. He's still a significant fact. And it's a clean right hand right on the chin. There it is. Good shot. Boy, was it a good shot. What I'm trying to say is this man really does punch hard. Aside from all the carnival aspects that always surround Butterbean.
Every time he entered the big ring, hungry for victory, Esch proved what a man at peak physical power really looks like. He devoured the distance with greedy, shortening strikes.
He's landing any
unloaded on close quarters attacks, caught opponents with slicing hooks, and launched head-on collisions that left rivals with no chance.
TKO. And you see a reason why. He'll outbox him, but then he'll get...
Finish him!
Now, folks, and there goes Doug Norris!
Well, he never should have slugged with him. He knows that now. It's over. I don't know what I could say to add to that scene.
Butterbean's professional opponents have given him no more real challenge than it's tough to forgive all the previous sins of the fight.
One touch to the jaw was often enough.
He's his right hand there, and he gets away with the windmilling.
Without much time to catch his breath between fights, Eric was already back in the ring against Jonathan Whitfield, the Bull. In their stare-downs, Whitfield tried to intimidate him. A huge bodybuilder frame and biceps the size of a man's head. He didn't know that Butterbean feared only two things in life: an empty fridge and a treadmill.
6 of his 7 fights, but comes in and says at least he has...
The bell sounded and the show began. Butterbean turned the raging bull into a tamed animal.
Butterbean, tune in to Tuesday Night Fights.
There's that wild swing, Butterbean. Right now, unless Whitfield gets going, it's just going to be...
And thinking about the double cheeseburger waiting in the locker room put the opponent to sleep.
L. Scott, rising young heavyweight, in a terrific affair. And now Whitfield is helped up, and that is it.
Helped up and helped out.
Yes.
In February 1999, Ash faced Patrick Graham and demonstrated not only raw power, but striking technical skill. Eric showed a new level of speed, an impeccable sense of distance, and clear improvement in his technique.
Graham's shown a pretty good ability to take these punches, but he doesn't like them.
Starting to use this jab. He can do a lot.
And Butterbean counters over the top of the jab. 4, 5, 6. Only the second time Graham has been down in his 9 fights.
Graham leans in. The right hand on the back of the head. Discombobulates him momentarily. Sends him to the canvas.
You notice that Butterbean actually stepped back and countered that jab.
Well, and timed it over the second jab. I mean, it's as if
all while conserving his gas tank through the rounds. Eventually, Butterbean sent Patrick out of the ring with a body shot.
Graham through the rope with a body punch. And watch the body punch. Left hook to the top, right crushing to the body.
Yeah,
and
the referee was merciful.
Just like,
you know.
There's the belt.
Ash felt at home in the 4-round format. Top-tier fighters avoided stepping into his territory. One brave challenger was Irishman Peter McNeely, known for his fight with Mike Tyson.
I'm Hurricane Peter McNeely from Medfield, Mass. On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass. But if you haven't made your pay-per-view arrangements yet, make them soon. Because remember what happens when I wrap you in my cocoon.
Introducing Hurricane Peter McNeely.
McNeely's record: 44 wins, 4 losses, and 34 KOs, intimidated many, but not the giant in the star-spangled trunks. At the gong, Butterbean immediately targeted McNeely's chin.
For him to be fighting under these circumstances, and certainly has had a long time where he was under drugs and heavy drugs. Let's go to this.
Butterbean goes right to it. Trying to hit it.
He's a real fighter. He fights good 4-round fights.
And Butterbean, of course, wants the brawl, the street.
He launched savage combinations, sometimes resembling a tooth fairy delivering blows.
Oh, he missed with the right. Fires.
The referee could no longer tolerate the one-sided beating and stopped the fight, ending McNeely's suffering.
Finish him. Ready to go. And that's it. Jane 80 steps in and stops the fight just before the bell. It's over in the first round.
Friends, I hope you enjoyed the clip and the way our crowd favorite dealt with these overconfident giants. Subscribe, drop a comment about who you'd like to see next, hit like, share with your friends, and we'll see you soon. This was Wild Boxing Zone.
十分倒せるタイミングがあるんで。
木村選手 51.7 キロ軽量。
木村真奈です。
Imagine a face so innocent it could sell Hello Kitty merch. And behind it, fists that hit like a freight train full of bad intentions.
強かったですね。はい。
あえてまだ何も見せてないぐらいの、はい、実力の奥深さ。
距離をじわじわとつけながら今の。
She smiles like an angel, but one punch from her can turn out the lights on any hardcore guy in the gym. Get ready. You're about to meet the cutest denizen of the brutal world of combat sports. Mona Kimura was born April 12, 2001, in the land of the rising sun. At 4 years old, Mona wasn't playing with dolls. She was drilling a sidekick that would later send grown women into the realm of shadows. By 10, she traded karate for boxing gloves. By 18, she was a 3-time Japanese women's boxing champion. Her jab was so effective, it should have come with a gun warning. But on September 25, 2024, Mona shocked everyone. She walked away from boxing at her peak and stepped into the ruthless world of professional kickboxing. Her debut opponent was Ai Ogivara, a veteran who figured this cute ex-boxer would be easy prey. When the bell rang, Mona took the center of the ring like she had a deed to the place. Ogivara tried to close the distance and take the fight inside. But every step forward was met with leg strikes that sounded like baseball bats on meat. Then Mona demonstrated Newton's law. What goes up must come down.
期待できる試合なのかなとは思ってますね。
そう、インローから1ラウンドであっという間でしたね。
強かったですね。
The veteran rose again, showing the heart of a samurai. But you can't protect a jaw with courage. And Mona's right hand had other plans for Ogivara's consciousness. Mona didn't drag out her opponent's suffering. She sent her straight to OnlyFans.
1ラウンド1分30秒。
The crowd erupted. They'd witnessed the birth of a real-life Chun-Li, and this one didn't need a video game to wreck you. 2 months later, Mona was thrown to the wolves, 4 days' notice, and across from her stood an undefeated kickboxer named Yuka. If her debut was a statement, this was the reality check. From the opening seconds, it was clear Mona had evolved into something terrifying. Her legs had become spears, whipping out at insane speed. Then the moment that blew up the internet, Mona's signature sidekick combination.
ための蹴りなんだという話をしていました。
でもその通りですよね。今も
前蹴り。
この前蹴り、足を面白いように前足を。
Though Yuka blocked most blows, there were more strikes than Trump's off-the-cuff tariff announcements.
木村のパンチと蹴りというのはどういうふうにご覧になってますか？
Yuka knew the trick. Get in the clinch, get dirty, turn Mona's long-range advantage into a liability. But the judges didn't even pretend to deliberate. Unanimous decision. Mona Kimura, the new nightmare of the strawweight division.
第1試合クラッシュ女子フライ級。
戦って中に入れさせないっていう本当完璧な。
After 2 crushing wins, she earned a shot at the Crush title. Fitting, since she literally became the biggest crush in Fightland. Her opponent, Satoko Ozawa, a former atomweight champion whose fists had crushed plenty of dreams. The third fight promised to be the true test.
ありがとうございました。
When the bell sounded, Mona again controlled distance. Ozawa, knowing Mona loved long-range strikes, rushed in to grapple. But you can't hide from Mona. She started painting her opponent's face. Strikes with hands and legs, like an artist laying on final brushstrokes. Ozawa stood. She fought. She tried to drag the fight close. But Mona wasn't just winning. She was performing cosmetic surgery with her techniques.
Finish her!
The ref couldn't take it and stopped the fight before Mona could finish the job. Millions around the world didn't just see a victory. They saw the birth of a new kickboxing princess. Only this princess wears a title stained with blood on her gloves.
今日は応援ありがとうございました。宮田さんご検討お願いします。これからもモノワールドよろしくお願いします。ありがとうございました。
木村選手ありがとうございました。選手退場。